April 4th, 1820. A letter from Farkas Bolyai to his son.
Do not try the parallels in that way. I have measured that bottomless night, and all the light and all the joy of my life went out there.
On February 9, 1775, in the quiet village of Bolyai in Transylvania, part of the Kingdom of Hungary, a boy named Farkas Bolyai was born to Gaspar Bolyai, a steward in the service of a local noble family, and his wife, Christina Pavaivina. Even as a child, Farkas showed a fascination with logic and structure. He studied at the Calvinist school in Cebu, where his exceptional talents in arithmetic and languages became evident. Later, he traveled to Germany, enrolling at the University of Göttingen, one of Europe's most prestigious institutions. There, he met the future Prince of Mathematicians, Carl Friedrich Gauss. They became close friends, both gifted, both obsessed with the unresolved mystery of Euclid's fifth postulate.
The parallel postulate continues to perplex me. Perhaps there's another way to derive it from the other axioms.
It's a challenging endeavor, my friend. Perhaps it's independent of the others.
For over 2,000 years, mathematicians struggled with one idea, Euclid's fifth postulate, known as the parallel postulate. Many believe it could be proven, but all attempts failed. Until Farkas Bolyai stepped forward. He set out to finally prove the parallel postulate, and he believed he had found the answer.
Let us take a straight line, call it L, and a point B lying on it. From P, I draw a perpendicular segment PQ to intersect line L at point Q. Then from P, I draw another line M, which is perpendicular to PQ. This line is my candidate for the unique parallel through P to line L. Now, suppose someone tries to draw another line N through P different from M and different from PQ. I will show that this line N eventually intersects L. To proceed, I select a point A on PQ between P and Q. Then I extended L beyond Q and placed the point B such that the distance AQ equals QB. This creates a symmetrical arrangement along line L. Now from point A, I drop a perpendicular to the new line N, and then let it meet N at a point I call R. From there, I reflect A across point R to construct a new point C, such that AR is equal to RC, and points A, R, and C are collinear. With these 3 points A, B, and C, I observe they cannot all lie on a single straight line, therefore they define a unique circle. And in Euclidean geometry, something powerful happens here. The perpendicular bisectors of chords of a circle always meet at its center. Line L bisects chord AB, and line N bisects chord AC. Thus L and N must meet at the center of the circle. No matter how you draw N, as long as it's not M, it cannot avoid intersecting L. So M must be the only line through P that does not meet L, the unique parallel line. At last, I believe I had done it. I had proven the parallel. Eager and proud, I shared my proof with my friend and correspondent, Carl Friedrich Gauss, a mind I deeply respected. If anyone could understand my reasoning, it was him.
Farkas, your logic is sound, but only within Euclidean geometry. You've assumed that the perpendicular bisectors intersect, Yes, but that's only true if we accept the parallel postulate in the first place. In trying to prove it, you've already used it.
In that moment, I felt the weight of centuries and the clarity of truth. My elegant construction was a circle, beautiful but closed upon itself. I say, it is not a proof. It is an illusion shaped by Euclid's hand.
But still, your insight has value. It brings us closer to the edge, from which something new may emerge.
Farkas' flaw lay in assuming that the points A, B, C always form a triangle, meaning they're not collinear. But that's only true if Euclid's parallel postulate is already valid, so his proof secretly assumes the very thing it aims to prove, which makes it logically circular. By the early 1800s, Farkas Bolyai had put down his compass, but not his passion. In 1802, he married Susanna Benko, and soon after, their only child was born, Janus Bolyai. But dreams are inherited, and while Farkas stepped back from the front lines, young Janus was already reaching for the tools he had left behind.
Father, what's this fifth postulate everyone to avoid?
It is a door that leads to nothing, a hallway that loops on forever, and no walk belt.
What if Euclid wasn't right?
For centuries, people had beaten their heads against the problem of trying to prove postulate. But what if, instead of doing that, what would happen if we just accepted the postulate fifth couldn't be proven?
It wouldn't make Euclid wrong, but it would mean that Euclid wouldn't be true. It would mean that Euclid's view of the world, upon which we built so much, wouldn't be the only view.
Against his father's fears, Janus dared to question the very space we live in, and from the shadows of failure, a new geometry was born.
Out of nothing, I have created a strange new universe.